Chapter 6, Get That Beat. Mozart Mouse, Beethoven Bear, and the beautiful white cat watched and listened to the music lesson. When the teacher finished the lesson, the cat turned to them and smiled. "My name is Clara Schumann Cat," she began. She purred happily as she told Beethoven Bear and Mozart Mouse about her musical background. "Everyone in my family plays the piano," she said proudly. "In fact, my great-grandmother was taught by Clara Schumann herself. Clara Schumann played the piano and composed music. She was very famous, you know. My mother named me after her."
"It's an honor to meet you,"
Beethoven Bear and Mozart Mouse said. Then Mozart Mouse continued,
"We're forgetting our manners. Thank you so much for bringing us to the music center. We never would have made it without you. But if you don't mind my asking, what are you doing here in our classroom?"
"Don't you know?" Clara asked with surprise. The two friends shook their heads. "Why, I am Miss Tina's cat," she explained. "Sometimes she brings me to school and I sit quietly and watch everything that happens in class. I'm surprised we never met before." Just then, a steady hammering sound, tap, 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 interrupted their conversation.
"What's that?"
Beethoven Bear asked. "Someone must be doing some hammering in the next room," Clara replied. "The steady beat reminds me of a song. Do you know this?" She started to sing "Johnny Works with One Hammer." "Johnny works with one hammer, one hammer, one hammer." Mozart Mouse and Beethoven Bear quickly joined in, admiring how Clara had taken the sound of the hammer and quickly turned it into a music lesson. She gave each of them a pair of sticks, and they tapped a steady beat as they sang. "Johnny works with one hammer, one hammer, one hammer."
"That was fun!"
Beethoven Bear exclaimed.
"Can we do it again?"
"I can think of something even better,"
Mozart Mouse said. He turned to Clara and asked,
"You seem to know so much about music. Could you give us music lessons?"
Clara Schumann Cat was beaming. "I've always wanted to teach," she exclaimed. "Teaching runs in my family, of course. Why don't we meet in the music center every day? We can start tomorrow."
"I can't wait!"
Beethoven Bear said as he waved goodbye to Clara. He and Mozart Mouse walked back to their car and got in to drive home.
"Tomorrow is going to be a special day,"
he said to Mozart Mouse.
"This time, I'm going to set my alarm clock,"
Mozart Mouse said.
"We don't want to be late."